about the end of May, so I thought it'd be a good time to do a May reading wrap up and talk about what I'm planning to read in June. And then also, while we're talking about it, I'm going to give you a tour of my library. So in May, I only read 2 books because the first one, well, they were both kind of written in the same style, and it was just took me a little bit longer to get through. And also I've been getting back into playing The Sims, so that's taking up a majority of my time for sure. I read Pride and Prejudice, and it was really good, really sweet. I love the movie, and I've never actually read the book, so I thought it was about time that I read it. And I just love my copy of it. It's so pretty. It has like shiny pages, bookmark. So that was really good, but you know, it's just like, it was written 200 years ago, so it's just a little bit different language than what I would use now, so it's a little bit harder for me to get through fast. But anyways, I was loving that story. So after I finished that, I started Darcy's Story, which is like the same story but retold from Mr. Darcy's perspective. So same vibes as like Twilight and Midnight Sun, but also very sweet, written very similarly, just you get a little bit of a look inside of Mr. Darcy. Like obviously this wasn't written by Jane Austen, so it's speculation about what he might be thinking, but I liked it a lot. So those are the 2 books that I read in May. Now in June, I just started, by just started I mean I read like not even 2 pages. But I have finally started the Cinder series. I've heard so many good things about it from 2 of my close friends who really love this series. So I'm hoping to get through like the first, I don't know, it's like there's not a lot of words per page, so I feel like I could potentially get through this kind of quickly. Okay, there's a lot of bonus material, so it's not as long as it looks to. But anyways, so in June, I'm gonna be reading that series. I have all of the books. Wait, I have all of them. So if I am able to get through it quickly, I can just like, I won't have to wait to get to the next one. So I'm starting with Cinder, and then I think I have these out of order right now, but I'm gonna go through the series and we'll see how many I get through in June. But I don't think I'm likely to finish the whole series in June, so that's all my plans for June. It's really good. So that's what I read in May, that's what I'm planning to read in June, and let me show you the library. One of the big things in my library is this chair. It's huge, but I love it. I saw it when I was on a trip to Alabama with my mom in like a random Big Lot, and I said, I need that chair. So when I got back home, I found the chair at the Big Lot near me, and I ordered it, and I've had it for years now, and I love it. It's so comfy. I'm really emotionally attached to it, and I need it to be with me probably forever. But you can fit 2 people in this chair, or you can curl up in it yourself, like any way that you want. It's amazing. Next to my chair, I have this little cart that I used to put books in, but now I'm keeping like notebook, book sleeves, and just like book adjacent items. On it, I have, well, the books that I was showing you, but normally I'll have whatever I'm currently reading here, my drinks. I have this to keep my tea or coffee warm, and then I have my happy light, and I have a lamp for when it gets dark. And then next to my chair, I have my little Bible bin with all my Bible things. Hey, what? What's wrong, buddy? Oh. Okay, thanks for stopping by. Okay, now for the books. So I have so many books. So I'm gonna explain how I have my books organized. In December or January, just recently, I took the time to take all the books off the shelf and categorize them and actually put them into like a database so that I can see what books I have. So before I did that, there was no system. It was just chaos. Everything was everywhere because it was just where I put it when I moved in. But now there's a system, and I've been sticking to it pretty well. It's just a little bit difficult. Like most of the shelves are double stacked, so it's really annoying like when I get a new book to have to shift everything. That's okay because everything is like jammed full. There is no room for anything else, so everything has to be moved if there's a new book. So basically on this top shelf here and then up to the middle of the bottom shelf is classics, and they're double stacked, which is kind of hard to see everything that's in there. From here, including the back row over, and like this part is Christian books, Bibles, Bible adjacent books, that kind of stuff. And then this is some of my nonfiction. I had to move this is like self-help, most of it. But most of my nonfiction I actually had to put in a different room because I ran out of space. And then this whole shelf is fantasy, which are all double stacked, and it's a little chaotic because I'm really out of room on this shelf. Sometimes when I've gotten new books, I haven't felt like shifting everything, so they've just gotten like stacked like that. which is fine. They're in like the general area where they need to be. So everything is by author last name. So starting up there in the back, starts with A's, then it goes forward that way, and then like hopefully that makes sense. Lots and lots of fantasy books, and then next to it, oh, also up there's more. Okay, and then this shelf is all historical fiction, and luckily this one is, I think, the only one that is not double stacked, but that's just because that shelf like isn't deep enough to do double stacking. But it does make this shelf a lot more functional and easy to find things on. So this one also by author last name, starting from A and all the way down there. Now there's cat bed in front, so let me just move that. Oh, that is my wedding bouquet, super pretty. So we have the top two shelves are mystery and thriller, and then the bottom shelf, the like back stack of this bottom shelf, I think is a little bit more of the mystery thriller. This shelf is the beginning of sci-fi, which had to continue over here. So this bottom shelf, aside from all the extra stuff on here, is sci-fi, the rest of the stuff. And then these top two shelves are romance, and these ones are actually triple stacked, which is just a nightmare to find anything. But it's fine. These ones that have the door, this is all just like general fiction, literary fiction. I think these ones are just double stacked. But yeah, as you can see, it got a little chaotic down here because they didn't quite fit. But yeah, this is all the general fiction. And then this is kind of my hobby area. It is my desk for school also, but I'm not calling it that right now. So this is where I do my sewing, and mostly that's all I do there right now. And it's a little messy, but that's fine. Okay, and then this is a different room, but this is where I have the rest of the nonfiction. So it's all kinds of stuff. It's chaos. It's a little bit organized, author, biography, subject, that kind of thing, but it's totally like a mix of all kinds of stuff. So yeah, this is my library. I love it so much. So hopefully you enjoyed the library tour, and I will update you on what I ended up reading next month.